Welcome to my channel 1. The Man Who Never Gave Up. This story will follow a poor man who fails many times but learns English step by step, works hard, and finally changes his life. It will be written in simple sentences with motivation and daily English practice. 2. The Secret Letter. A boy finds a letter on the road. The letter teaches him a life lesson about kindness and honesty. The story will include short conversations in simple English for practice. 3. The Empty Box. A teacher gives students a box and asks them to fill it with something valuable. In the end, the box teaches them about values, love, and sharing. Easy English with lots of practice verbs. 4. The Street of Kindness. A faceless story about strangers helping each other on one street. Each act of kindness connects to the next, showing how small actions can change a community. Perfect for practicing daily English phrases. Point 5. The Forgotten Bag. A woman forgets her bag in a bus. A poor man finds it, but instead of keeping it, he returns it. This teaches honesty and respect. The story will use simple past tense verbs and common English words. A Hard Beginning. There was once a poor man. He lived in a small house with broken walls. He had no money, and many people laughed at him. But he had one dream. He wanted to learn English and change his life. Every day, he tried to read a book. He did not understand many words. Sometimes, he felt tired. Sometimes, he wanted to stop. But deep inside, he said to himself, "I will never give up." The First Failure. One day, the man joined an English class. The teacher asked him a question. He could not answer. Other students laughed. The man felt ashamed. He went home with tears in his eyes. At night, he sat alone. He looked at the book again. The words were difficult. The pages felt heavy. But he said, "Failure is not the end. It is the beginning. A small success." The next day, he tried again. He learned 10 new words. He wrote them on a paper. He read them again and again. Slowly, he started to remember. One day, he met a foreign man on the street. The man said, "Hello." The poor man replied, "Hello, how are you?" The foreigner smiled. This small success gave him hope. The struggle continues. The man worked in the daytime. He was tired at night. But he still opened his book. He still wrote new words. Sometimes, he studied with a candle when there was no light. People laughed at him again. They said, "You are too old to learn." He smiled and said, "I am never too old to grow." The Big Change. Months passed. The man could now read stories in English. He could talk to people with confidence. He got a better job. He helped his family. He even taught other poor children how to learn. One day, someone asked him, "What is your secret?" He smiled and said, "My secret is simple. I never gave up."